So I've had my PlayStation Portal for 24 hours and there is so many YouTubers and media outlets absolutely destroying this device. So now I have it, I have a big decision to make. Am I going to keep it or am I going to return it? Let's find out. The device arrived on launch day as I was lucky enough to pre-order one, and when unboxing the device it feels Sony are trying to move closer to a more premium unboxing experience, something like Apple products, which doesn't surprise me, especially as Sony does feel like the premium quality gaming brand these days. Inside the box, you get some manuals, a USB-C charging cable, and the device itself. One thing that did jump out at me was no carry case. For a $200 device, that would have been a nice addition to the overall package, something like the case we get with a Steam Deck, but maybe Sony isn't expecting people to take their Portal out of their homes, so who knows. The PlayStation Portal feels well built and premium, but I would not like to drop it. It feels really good in the hands, as this is a continuation of the excellent DualSense controller, but this time with a big screen placed in the middle, ideal for some long gaming sessions on the sofa. The setup of the device was pretty straightforward, using the PlayStation app on my mobile phone. Then once connected to the internet, I was ready to dive into some PlayStation 5 games on my Portal, and that's where I noticed something weird. Connecting to my PlayStation 5 from my Portal, which was right next to me, took a good couple of minutes. And this can massively vary. Sometimes it can take like 3 or 4 minutes to connect or just fail completely. And then other times it connects in under 1 minute, which is kind of strange that there is no consistency when on the exact same Wi-Fi. But I have found a way to make this better, which we will speak about in a moment. Once I was connected to my PlayStation 5 and up and running, my first gameplay sessions were really good, and it allowed me to play my games pretty much perfectly. However, I did notice when downloading games to my PlayStation 5 via Wi-Fi and playing the Portal at the same time over the same Wi-Fi, it really struggled. The image went all pixelated on the Portal and it kept disconnecting from my PlayStation 5. So I tried connecting my PlayStation 5 via an Ethernet cable, and since then the connection has been far better, and even when downloading games I can play on my Portal with no problems. This also seems to have made the issue of connecting my Portal to my PlayStation 5 a lot easier too, thankfully, with it connecting a lot quicker and with very little failed connection attempts. I also like that you are basically just controlling your PlayStation 5, so you can install games onto your console from the Portal, which is cool. So if there's a game you own and you want to play but you don't have it installed on your PlayStation 5, you can make that happen from your Portal, as long as it is a digital game obviously. Now, my recording office is outside of my house, and that is where my PlayStation 5 console is currently for testing the PlayStation Portal. So I was nervous to see how the PlayStation Portal would run in my house when my PlayStation 5 is in my recording office, and I was shocked when it worked great. The only downside was having to wait a few minutes for it to connect to my PlayStation 5. It's worth noting though, this is on the exact same Wi-Fi connection, which should help. Having played a few games on the Portal, one thing that stands out is the screen really pops a lot more than I thought it would. It's really vibrant and looks fantastic. You really need to give one a go to see what I mean. It's a really lovely 1080p 8-inch LCD screen. Also, so far I've found the design super comfortable for the limited time I have used it in 24 hours. And with the included DualSense features we all know and love, it just makes this way better than playing remote play on a mobile phone or tablet. And with the added bonus that you can wake up your PlayStation 5 console when it is in rest mode from your Portal, that is awesome. The speakers on the PlayStation Portal are okay and get loud enough to annoy someone sitting next to you, and so you can hear what is going on in the game. There's no bass as you'd expect, and they can get quite tinny at louder volumes. But unfortunately, if you want that bass, you will need to fork out for a pair of the really expensive PlayStation Explorer earbuds or headphones, as no Bluetooth wireless headsets work with this device, which is super annoying and I think a big own goal from Sony. There is a 3.5mm headphone jack, which I have not used at the time of recording this video 24 hours in. Another nice touch, no pun intended, is that the touchscreen is super responsive, and the touchscreen on the Portal replaces the touchpad on your DualSense controllers. Two square areas will show up on the screen, identifying where the touchpad is for you to use when you're playing games. My internet speeds are pretty good, with 500 megabyte download speed and 50 megabyte upload speed, so I was pleasantly surprised when I managed to play a game of Call of Duty Cold War multiplayer on Nuketown, and it was actually really fun. My team even won and I placed second in my squad. Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage, as this was when I was really enjoying the device and not focused on recording, so I was doing some real life testing here. So while I wouldn't recommend this for competitive play, casual multiplayer seems like it could be fun if your internet connection is up to the task. But where the Portal really shines is in single player games, where fast reactions are not essential. If your internet connection is strong enough, you will be really impressed with how games perform on the Portal, and it's ideal for relaxing somewhere in your house where your PlayStation 5 is not, or if the TV is in use, you can still get some game time on your Portal. Now this has all been on my own Wi-Fi, so I have not tested the Portal outside, away from home, which raises a big question that I'll talk about at the end of the video. Now the battery life on the Portal lasted me about 4.5 hours before the device threw in the towel and gave up, which makes me think you will probably be getting between 4 and 5 hours consistently, depending on your settings on the device. So now it's decision time after 24 hours of using the PlayStation Portal. Am I going to return it or keep it? Well, with the internet connection I have, the Portal has done what I was hoping, and that allows me to play my favourite PlayStation games anywhere in the house and keep chasing more trophies, all in a convenient package which houses the brilliant features of the DualSense controller. So I have decided that I am going to keep the PlayStation Portal, as I have really enjoyed it, but I am going to make some changes and pick up some accessories for the device to keep it safe, so make sure you subscribe to not miss out on the best accessories for your PlayStation Portal video heading your way soon. But there is one big question: can you play the Portal away from home? Is it a truly portable device? Now, I've not tested the Portal outdoors yet, but I do in this video from the future, which is on screen right now, where I take the Portal on vacation to see how it performs and find out if you can play your PlayStation 5 games on your Portal when you're far away from home.